Hello, Internet's Sir Mutton Chaps here, and welcome back. I have returned earlier than expected, and well, we're going to get right into this. Now, as you can see here, we're getting a teleport, heading off to Splitpaw, but we have a few pit stops to take first. Now, this person actually that's giving us the teleport is said to be a real-life girl. Go figure. It's a she-gamer, and the myths are true. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Apparently, one of the guys that plays on this server had a girlfriend. Uh, one of the few. No, I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of people that are married on here and all sorts of things. Anyhow, he somehow finagled things and got her interested in Everquest, and more power to him. That's pretty cool. And she went ahead and gave us teleport. So we're gonna go ahead and scurry on over to Kithakor. Now I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I burnt the roof of my mouth with some hot tomato sauce, so excuse me if my commentary is even more garbled than usual. I will try to make sense. Uh, no promises. Also, in a minute, we're going to be zoning into Kithakor Forest at nighttime, and I do not have a light source on my person, so the lighting is going to be kind of scarce, and I am very, very sorry for that. But hey, it's kind of a good example for poor night vision. Maybe those of you out there who are thinking of starting a human monk will give it a different look and maybe try an Ixor for this very reason. So yeah, this episode is going to be hear no evil and see no evil, and hopefully you'll be speaking no evil at the computer screen due to my poor YouTubing skills. But yeah, there it is. The three Marlenas. Hear no, see no, speak no evil. And, well, I'm going to try to make up for it. Hopefully things are going to be decent enough this time during this episode. Now, we're going to kill an undead cleric here. Now, the respawn on this guy is about 5 minutes, I was told. And he drops, occasionally, a plus wisdom mace. I can't remember exactly the numbers for it. Its actual damage versus delay isn't great, but it isn't bad either. And I'll go ahead and leave a link below. But for the trouble, it's not that bad, especially for a newbie, and or if you're looking for extra wisdom, as Mido Pharmacist is looking for. He already has a Testament of Vanir, I believe that's in his offhand. So an extra, I think it's 6 stamina. Stamina, God. 6 wisdom. I'm already screwing this up. An extra 6 wisdom, I believe, is what the mace offers. And I'm having a hell of a time with this cleric, this undead cleric. They are pretty ruthless, and you'll find out here later on in Splitpaw, I have another cleric to deal with, and it is just frustrating. They're really powerful. I don't even think that the clerics I played in the past were this powerful. They hit hard, they root, they stun, all kinds of craziness, and of course they're DDs as well. I know that the undead direct damage spells for clerics are really, really good, but the other ones like strike and the sequence of that spell, it's just not really that great. So it's kind of disconcerting to actually incur that kind of wrath, especially when you yourself can't do that as a cleric. But nonetheless, we killed it. We looted. All grats to Midu. Now he's going to give me a tour of Splitpaw Lair, and another zone I had not ventured into in 1999. So this is all Greek to me. I'm going to try to have some fun, and we're on a mission. We're going to get some Splitpaw hide gloves, which also give plus wisdom attributes. So yeah, we're looking for wisdom. And we're gonna fish out some wisdom teeth. And I still have mine actually. I gotta get them removed one of these days. Most people complain about the pain that they cause, but mine are fine. They're rotting away, and like one of them's like really like cavitied, and there's like room to fit stuff in there, like a compartment. It's like a storage room. I think that's a Mitch Hedberg joke. Anyhow, I'm not gonna steal jokes from somebody else. I'm not gonna do that. That's too cheap. But yeah, we're killing some. Well, try to pronounce that. We're just gonna kill some gnolls. I'm just gonna say that. Letethvel gnoll. I don't know, but yeah, those are the lower cons. So if you want to go ahead and kind of get a feel for Splitpaw, you can come and kill these 2 entrance gnolls, as that one was a light blue con, and then the other one is a green con. And as you can tell, they loot Splitpaw hide and fine steel weapons. So it's not too bad. You can get some good coinage off these mofo's, and well, they look very angry, vicious, Sid Vicious, and Well, we're gonna take care of that real quick. Now there are a few hazards in the zone. Most people come here to camp certain named knolls for their loot. I believe that the robe of Ishva drops here. A few other items. Mostly that's what people come here for. Higher levels. So if you see anyone in the zone, that's where they are. You can look for it on the map. It's pretty far in this dungeon, and we didn't venture that far in this session, but well, we still got a taste for that knoll arse, singed and beaten and bruised, and well, that's exactly what we did. We beat the hell out of him, and yeah, looting away, trying to keep my weight limit down, trying to watch my figure. Having a hard time with that. As you can see, that's a lot of gold. I don't know what I was thinking. That does not make any sense. It just doesn't. But anyway, yeah, Midu is going to give me a kind of a gander about the area. I got the nice paw prints on those doors there. And yeah, he's going to show off for me here. He's going to kind of give me a little hint about this bridge, if you can see it. And no, it's up in there. There it is. Yeah, there's a wandering necromancer gnoll that comes through here, and you'll see him in a few minutes, maybe a little bit less than that actually. And yeah, he is known for causing a lot of trains, as he will aggro you if you attack any of the gnolls underneath the bridge if he's passing overhead. So what you want to do is wait for him, get kind of an idea of how long it takes him to do his whole cycle, and then come back around. So in between him passing over the overpass there, go ahead and pull your gnolls over to your direction, your grassy gnolls, and slay them outside these doors. And you should be train free, you should be in the clear, but yeah, this inexperienced person would just wander in here like myself and start whooping some arse and then get my arse handed to me. So you wanna look out for this guy. He can be a bit of a pain. And as anyone knows, NPC casters are pretty much nightmares. The Dervish cutthroat camps, particularly the one in West Commonlands, that one is pretty drastic, especially those erudite casters that put the damage shield on all the mobs. They're pretty hard hitting, even when they're light blue cons or even green cons. It can be kind of annoying. So you want to watch out for your casters. And we have Cleric here, I believe, as well, down on the bottom, and that is going to prove to be very difficult to deal with, as you'll find out here. But yeah, on back to the topic of the females, the she-gamers. That is pretty interesting. There are actually quite a few on this server. We have a few in our guild, a few in other guilds. Not that I make any kind of particular notice of that. It's not that kind of lady. None of that going on. I am not interested. I'm all about the games and playing. But it is nice knowing that occasionally, the female character model that is actually backed up by something less than a penis. All this sausage fest that's going on in this game. Not to say that I don't like the company of men. It's definitely fun to play with, and now it's just getting weird. We're gonna move on. Maybe I shouldn't have brought this topic up. No, you know what I mean. It's nice to play with other guys, and God, this is just sounding wrong. No matter how I say this now, I'm just gonna keep digging myself deeper into this hole. Well, let's just talk about these gnolls then. Now, is this? I wasn't really paying attention. Is this the cleric? We'll find out here in a second. It seems to be, yeah. And it's really gonna be difficult. Yeah, this is the cleric. I get nuked, and I believe it heals itself twice throughout this whole fight. I was trying to say twice and fight, but I got twice. And now I'm just sounding like a little 5-year-old. Yeah, that's just. Well, I've successfully ruined and undone myself in this whole episode. But yeah, this is not pretty. I don't think I did a really good job here. Even with these fast one-hand blunt weapons, at interrupting his spells. And he's stunning me, and he's just doing all kinds of stuff. But Midu is doing a great job of crowd control, getting some roots off on any ads, and casting stuns when he can to interrupt spells. It's not working too well for us, but we still are holding up our end. We're still holding down the fort, so to speak. And yeah, so be advised, clerics are badasses. Probably worse than the necromancer. I don't know if I should say that, because I didn't actually tango with him. I didn't do the man dance. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and assume, because I've dealt with clerics before. I mean, this is the cleric episode anyway. We had the undead cleric in Kithakor, and now this one. And it kind of shows off how cleric NPCs can just ruin your life. Especially if you don't go after them first. And there's nothing really like beating a mob completely down to a pulp and then having it just heal itself right back up to 60% or so, or 40%, and then another one, you know? And yeah, he's going to dispel me here. That's always nice. You have a nice, strong, sturdy buff on you, and he just wipes it away. It's always good to maybe get a clicky up first, have in your spell effects area some kind of useless clicky, or just kind of a paltry one, or even just a really good one, because you can just go right back and right click it. But yeah, we finally took that null out, Seacrest out. Not that Seacrest is a null, but whatever. We killed him, knocked some heads in, and well, comparatively, this mob is a lot easier. Just so much easier. When you don't have to worry about it, healing itself and doing all kinds of crazy shite, life can get a lot easier, and you can enjoy little nuances of the game. Yeah, and just kick back and relax, and not have to worry about anything. Casters just complicate the hell out of things, and I know that from dueling them. I know that from all sorts of other aspects of this game, and that's probably why I don't play them. They're just too complicated for me. Clerics, not so much. I like playing clerics, but then again, they're not as powerful, in my opinion, as the NPCs, or at least it just doesn't seem that way. I don't know. Maybe I have a biased opinion, or they certainly can't solo very well. Those of you who have tried certainly know that. It is possible, though. I even saw a post on the forums, which maybe I'll include in the link below, just to kind of be an information center or something. And you don't have to go culling through those, searching through those forums like crazy. But yeah, it is possible. You can do it. I wouldn't say that the Battle Cleric build is the best idea in the world, but if you're up for a challenge, it certainly is possible. Not going to be the easiest experience you ever got in the world, but yeah, as you can see right here, I disarmed that NPC. I took him out. That's pretty cool, actually. Being able to do that just makes you feel powerful, and you take less damage. That's always nice. And there's the Necromancer, just kind of shooing away. I waited. I can remember. I have at least somewhat decent memory. And this mob has the Dagger of Dropping in his hand. I'm going to go ahead and disarm him as well. Sometimes it works. It works pretty often around mid-30s. Not so much, but when it does happen, you'll be very happy and pleased with yourself. And you'll point it out to all your group mates, and they'll go, yes, we saw the dialogue in the main chat. Because it'll notify you that the mob was disabled, and it'll say something like "Arg, I dropped my weapon" or something, sounding like a pirate. But yeah, when magic items are disarmed, they just end right back up into the mob's inventory, so it won't be on the ground if you're looking for it. Yeah. So if you're like me and you forgot that, you'll end up looking like Mr. Magoo, searching around for your spectacles on the ground, and they won't be there. So just kind of be advised. It is there. I had this happen with a undead cleric later on too, because I just wanted to kill him and equip my newbies, my noob characters, so that they were at least playable. I don't know. I try not to twink too much. I think twinking can take the fun out of the game, and all the nonsense and frustration that this game causes. I think that if you put it on easy mode, that really is anti-Everquest. I'm not saying too much, because if you're just doing it for yucks and having fun, then it's your business, however you want to play. But for me personally, I think that the game is better suited and much more enjoyable if it's pissing you the hell off. As counterintuitive as that may sound, I think it's more memorable, and I'm not that I'm one of those people that's like, hey, I'm all about the memories, man. Running around with a yearbook and looking for your signature. I'm not doing that. But I'm just about experiencing the game as it was intended. And certainly people can argue that twinking was, or even was not intended. Who knows? I remember they had /consent though way back in the day, and you would consent someone and they could just loot your entire corpse. So if you weren't careful, you would do so with a stranger and lose all your items because they would just yoink and disappear into the night. Strangers in the night. It was a horrible rendition of that song. But yeah, they would do that. They would absolutely do that. I don't recall if that ever happened to me personally. It may have, but with just a few paltry items. I know I trusted very close friends who I knew in real life, and I knew I could track down very easily. One of my friends was very close by, a couple apartments over. So if anything went down, I would be at his door or in his window, staring at him. Where's my obsidian scimitar? Getting all nerd ragey on him, but yeah, you just saw there was a server-wide message. You'll get those occasionally if you do play on this server. Usually it's about some nonsense that's been going on, or you'll occasionally get those server downtime warnings that'll tell you you have 15 minutes to get off, and then it'll do a countdown from then on. We've had those. We've had some close calls. We were busy doing something and had to mob up and really had a rush. I think the closest I've got down to was about 3 minutes, and I logged off. But I've heard of other people really pushing their luck. They were camping those crocodiles in Guck, which will be in the upcoming episodes, actually. I think the next one and the one after that. But Splitpaw was first. I have to go in chronological order. Unfortunately, I keep making these promises that things are going to show up, and I go, oh god, there's more footage. And I guess it's not a bad thing, but I'd like to be at least somewhat honest and truthful. Maybe I should make these promises after fully knowing the information. Otherwise, I start turning into a politician. But yeah, Guck is coming up. But first, we got to take care of Splitpaw, and then we'll also get on to some more South Row footage. That was certainly an interesting situation there. Lots of boredom and tedium, and then near insane moments of strange and erratic behavior. But we'll get to that when the time comes. For right now, it's about taking out these pets and gnolls. I didn't even know gnolls had pets. So yeah, you learn something new every day. It was all about killing that Fippy Darkpaw in Kinos or Quenos. Again, however you pronounce it. I'm not judging. But yeah, going back to the whole thing about the girls on the server, and if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever your deal is, there is IP exemption. So if you have, say, 2 computers and you're using one internet provider, that is allowed. Now, they don't allow 2-boxing, obviously. That is a no-no. You want a quick ban, you go for that. You want to tempt fate, then by all means, but you'll find your nuts in a vice, because they will find you. It's like that film. What is that? Liam Neeson, Taken. Yeah. I will find you, and I will kill you. So yeah, be warned. But IP exemptions are allowed. They'll do a case by case. I have not experienced it personally, as I do not have a partner, male or female. Thank you very much. And I'm not schizophrenic, and I do not even have 2 computers. I couldn't possibly afford that at this moment in time, at this juncture. But it takes about 1 to 2 weeks or so. I wouldn't set that in stone, but that is what they aim for. That is what they try to produce for you. They are very busy, usually, obviously with real life things and other things in this game that are very overly dramatic, but you probably wouldn't incur it anyway. I would just suggest that the high-end levels you perhaps try to raid lightly. There has been some drama in that, but it looks like it's going to be cooling down here, and that's good. It's always nice to see people trying to be civil, trying to be human, even in computer games. I find it very strange, though, you fighting over stuff. I've had occurrences where somebody tried to steal my camp, tried to do weird things, and I'm recording, but at the same hand, I just don't have the patience for it, so I'll just mosey off. But I don't know, I always get this image, like, let's say the game graphics were really bad, even though these are very old graphics, but let's just say, like, I don't know, the item we're fighting over is a chocolate chicken or something, instead of a very cool sword, and I think I'm reiterating this from past episodes, but it bears repeating. And you have these very ridiculous graphics and things, and everyone's fighting over it. And it just strikes me as hilarious. We're going to kill the Marshmallow Man. No, we are. Oh, screw you guys. We're going to get there first. Oh, I'm going to train your ass. And it just, the ridiculousness of it just really helps you gain perspective in your own life. Because gaming and real life, they aren't so separate as much as people would like to lead you to believe. I think they're very much in tandem, human behavior, yeah, being what it is. So yeah, I try to keep that in mind. Try to have some perspective in real life when I'm on the road or just at the grocery store picking up some chocolate chicken. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that. I think it was in two movies I saw recently. One of them was a chocolat, and then Birdcage. Yeah. So yeah, there that is. More movie references. So we've got Taken, we've got Birdcage, we've got Chocolat. I think we're set as far as movie references go. But yeah, we're just about ready to wrap things up here. Now, I did go back to Kinos because I had to drop off all my coinage, all that damn gold. I don't know what I was thinking. It really is not necessary, especially when I have a cleric with me. I could have just pawned it off on him. He would have gladly taken it. It was a gentleman. He had class and split the loot and everything. I don't know why he didn't even bother, but nevertheless, I went to Kinos and I saw something very strange there. And I'll have to get footage of this later, or if any of you play on here, go to Kinos. There's a inn there. I want to say it's the Lion Mane's Inn. It's in the same zone as the bank, so I believe that's South Kinos. There's a picture in there in one of the inns, and I swear to God, it's Boba Fett. I am not, projecting this image onto the painting. It's there. There's no bones about it. I didn't notice it way back when. I'm noticing it now. I'm just putting it out there. Boba Fett is in the inn. So, yeah, just throwing that out there. I'll be the first to say it. Unless there's some kind of obscure form out there that already pointed this out, but if there is, I'm not aware of it. It being obscure and all. So, yeah, that's that. I stumbled upon that, looking for a NPC that I couldn't find for a ring that's supposed to cast greater healing, and I wasn't even sure if it was in Classics, and I don't even think it was, because I waited around for him. He was supposed to spawn at nighttime. He was supposed to be some kind of rare spawn or something, and I just couldn't. I gave up. But I found a painting of Boba Fett, and that is pretty cool. So yeah. I don't know. Strange things in this game that you'll find, obscure little weird references and Easter eggs. I'm sure many of you have already noticed a lot of them, some of which I've probably overlooked. But there it is. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you all for staying tuned and waiting on me. I tried to hurry up. Thankfully, it hasn't been 2 weeks. That would be horrible. But yeah, gonna finish up here and get on to Guck. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.